So I'm just putting myself a drink and stuff before I start. No worries. Yeah, we do. I told them before, like, we do trivia and stuff at the start of the day at work. So I've got to learn loads of, like, useless stuff over time. It's also the reason I split out the match 4 one, because that's one we specifically do together. So don't do that while they're doing it, because I don't want to spoil it for them. Right, I have my shit together. Let's get going. This is a long game. Also, my audio and stuff might be a bit different because I had a bunch of updates, so I had to change a few things. Hi Snuffles, how you doing? I was just saying I've updated a load of stuff, so the audio might be a bit different.
We'll need a boat to get there.
And
Let's head to the dock.
The camera looks a bit better. Like it's not it's still catching the back of my chair a ton, but It's looking slightly better colour-wise. I did try the
Sounds like a lot happened to
the function on the camera earlier.
This area is where
That's
the
like
monsters destroyed
a fake backlight,
Arlethan City centuries
but
ago. Whole lot of
literally I
magic
could
during
hear
the war.
my
And now?
my graphics card trying to die while it was doing it.
Did stirred up everything again. The old blood magic from the war never went away. Ancient relics appear out of thin air. Ruins float. It's like
I said open this.
an old wound that never healed. Now it's bleeding again.
There.
What a view.
That was the capital city, Arlethan. This is what's left of
You
it.
got in there.
I don't imagine it floated back in the day.
I had my interview for my new position yesterday as well. I was super nervous before it. I shouldn't have been because I knew the two people doing the interview. Like, I know the manager of the team and the other guy who was doing the interview. But I was still super nervous before I always get nervous before interviews and stuff. And then my own manager contacted me afterwards and said, like, if you need like 15-20 minutes to recover and calm yourself down a bit, you can have it. Ladder. I did try Sunmilk's filter, but it doesn't work well with my microphone. It gets a bit crackly. I've not got enough of the sound Dutch. You need that proper, like, phlegmy sound in your throat to do it properly. Hoping there'd be a way to open that. These creepy... They're like trees or something that's grown in the shape of people.
Rook, you ready to go?
Let me just explore a bit more. See if I can find anything cool. Yeah. Got splashed with gunk. No worries, Snuffles, have fun. I will be raiding some of my dad's record collection soon. Find a key in the owl's cry.
Huh. The giant owl. Must be something to this.
With some milk. How you doing? Ah, this is blocked off as well. Right, let's get on the boat. Find out where we're going.
Harding, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine. I need to get back in the fight.
Into a zoo. Oh.
Then let's go.
Kind of zoo was it? Was it one of the like big preservation ones, or was it like a small animal zoo? And yeah, penguins are important.
I've never seen fog this thick in Demetta's Crossing.
They're always up to some funny business, it's why they're always wearing suits. Yeah, definitely. Never trust animals who are dressed better than you.
This isn't right. The dock usually has people bringing goods to market, bartering and shouting. It's always
The last
busy.
time I went to a zoo was when
Something
I went to
happened here.
Amsterdam for TwitchCon.
Stay
And
sharp.
there were some cool bits to that zoo, but there were some not so good bits either. Demeter's Crossing. Like penguins. The penguins in that place did not look happy,
It's so
and they
quiet.
looked a bit crowded.
Too quiet.
Where is everybody?
Any hidden stuff? No. But I did go look around all the bird houses and stuff. That was quite cool. Seeing all the minor birds and the different kinds of
It's
swallowtails
market
and
day.
stuff like
People
that.
should be out selling eggs and buying bread.
And there was a
But everything's just
what are they called now? It's got like a huge
They
beak that it
barricaded the main
clacks
entrance
together
to
and
town.
it sounds like a machine gun going off or something.
No. To keep something in.
Oh, Mr. Play. It's not a stork. It's Australian, I think. Shoebill. It's called a shoebill. Yeah, I remember seeing one of those, and it was
Get in over here.
it like clacks its beak together to intimidate stuff or to communicate, and it literally sounds like a machine gun firing. Speaking of freaky, we got freaky stuff glowing everywhere.
It's light. Even worse than in the forest.
They need to stay in. All of them inside.
Low.
You okay? What happened here?
Keep them inside. Listen to the mayor.
Hello?
He looks a
I
little
don't
bit
think he can hear
infected.
us.
He's going to attack us any second.
We'll be rewarded. All of us. No, you can't leave.
Hey, can you hear me?
Just stay here, and everything will be fine.
Suspicious.
Someone used powerful magic to dominate the minds of these villagers.
Blood magic. It's always blood magic.
The town square.
We need to search for survivors.
Let's see what we can find. Fan out.
Ew. See where it's all grown
This is
inside the
Adelaide.
buildings and stuff and filled
We
them
knew
up.
her. She was a farmer, sold spices to us, the best in Arlington. I can't believe this happened.
Look at that.
You. We'll have a look at that doorway we opened up. See if there's anything in here. I've been working my way through some other games as well, just because I wanted to play them for a while. Like they added the that Hogwarts Legacy game to the monthly games on PlayStation, so I played that.
Is that an Aravel on the roof?
The blight must have lifted it up there.
Oh, what? Oh, it's one of the wagons with sails. Yeah, I played through Hogwarts Legacy, and that game is weird. Like, it pretends at being difficult,
This blight is weird.
but then it gives you spell combinations that just destroy everything.
Ever seen anything like it?
Never. Blight's usually dead, static, but this is alive.
It's weird. Like, even though I played it on the hard difficulty, my choices were either plink away at it with this spell and kill the boss in like an hour, or use this spell combo and kill it in 3 hits.
What was that?
Something big.
Dagger
Stay
on.
sharp.
Over there. 2 more survivors.
Although I didn't do the whole killing curse thing, which apparently just makes it trivial. Because it's like, yeah, it's a killing curse, it kills everything in 1 hit. So you just use that when you get to a boss and it's done.
What's going on here?
Find the veil jumpers. Bring them to the mayor.
They're talking about Jahel and
Yep.
Nova.
They said bring them to the mayor. If we find the mayor, then maybe we'll find your friends.
Yeah. Milk is already a trained spy. She's going to learn magic next.
Why were they looking for veil jumpers?
It's the next
What
useful
did the
skill
mayor
she'll
want with
need.
them?
There's multiple ones in Europe. Like Beauxbatons is France. There's Darmstrang, which is like Germany, I think.
More people.
Or maybe Eastern Europe, I'm not sure.
Must round up everyone.
Must get them inside.
We will be rewarded.
Oh, it's France. They send you an enchanted croissant. At Darmstrang, some guy just turns up at your door and says, "Oi, come with me."
Bellara,
Send a dash round.
Jahel! He's alive!
Bellara.
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
No, listen.
That doesn't look good.
Gods. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood
He messed
ritual
up.
to release the blight. The villagers, they said they needed power.
Yeah, that'd be the Welsh magic school Snuffles.
Be careful.
They send you a little corgi with a note attached to it. Or, if you go with proper Welsh mythology, they'll send a fairy riding a corgi.
Help me, anyone!
that's what they do in the mythology. Yep.
Come on, that sounds close.
Like, there's parts of Welsh mythology where fairies, fae folk, tiny ones, will ride corgis as like cavalry. There's also like demonic black dogs that will only listen to wizards. So like Merlin. And they're like what the Hound of the Baskervilles in Sherlock Holmes is supposed to be based on.
A dragon! Here!
Dragon!
No, please! Hey!
I have played these games before and I've killed a dragon in each of them. It's been no problem.
Fresh blood, a hungry heart. Creature, come to me.
In fact, I've killed multiple dragons across these games. I think in Inquisition you can kill about 6 of them. The Shoebill. That'd be a scary dragon, like a Shoebill dragon.
I know you. You're the mayor of this town.
The village. The people. Are they,
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you? Didn't you?
You ruined it.
They were in my head. Infecting my thoughts. They made me do it. Please, help me.
How about you killed those people, you
You
fuck?
betrayed your own town.
No, I didn't. I was tricked. Manipulated. I tried to protect people. You have to believe me. The gods told
I
me
don't
to lure
believe.
the Veil Jumpers to the center of town. The others were to be rounded up and kept safe. They would be the first to witness the glory of Gillenane's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
Or he's just a
All
greedy
this.
fuck. That's what he is.
For gold. The villagers, the Veil Jumpers, the Blights everywhere. Demeter's Crossing is dead because of your greed.
I didn't know. You don't understand what it was like to hear those voices.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
And he'll get what he
supposed to feel sorry
deserves.
for him? I say we leave him right here.
But I'll die. The blights everywhere. What if the dragon comes back?
If we let you go, you'll run straight back to the gods.
They were in his head.
I'm
Their
funny.
influence might linger.
How
are you doing?
understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook.
Leave him.
Leave him here. He can fend for himself.
No!
Wolves will get him in the night. Or, given the state of this place, something
This scumbag,
worse.
he can say where he is.
At least he'll have a chance to fight back. It's more than his own people got.
You don't understand the power they have. They show you what you crave. They speak to the darkness in your heart. No one can stand against that.
I am good.
Watch me.
I won't be the last to
I have an
surrender.
interview for
I
my
felt the evil.
the new position I applied for
No point
yesterday,
arguing with a dead man.
and I think it went well. But it'll be about a week before I find out whether I've got it or not. But today was a cool
Fate
day,
had opened, and the gods were free.
like starting some new stuff on
Thanks
a
to
project.
Solas, they'd woken up
I
to
have
find their empire,
A
their
sprint meeting
subjects,
tomorrow. Sprint
even their
meetings are always
fellow gods,
interesting.
all gone. But they still had the power of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start. They made plans to
It
tap
begins.
more of the Blight. All of it. To rebuild their empire. As a path to power, it had its costs.
Yeah, they just messed everything up.
And everyone would pay for it.
This is quite a cool explanation. Like in all the previous games, you always wonder how the Blight starts, and there's like the in-game religion reason where they say, "Oh yeah, it was somebody went and touched God, tried to touch God's kingdom in the Fade or something." Fast travel weakness, so also save checkpoint. And they give you that explanation and say that's why the Blight started, and then other people say, oh yeah, it's always been a thing, and it was caused when people went to the dragons and stuff. It turned out, no, just the elven gods are dicks. That's how it started. Shortcut.
Congratulations! 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 Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Well, you're officially the first person here.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Congratulations!
I have a bunch of stuff I need to add to the stream. That's like half made.
Did you find our scouts?
They're dead.
Like I added a
sorry.
dad joke, man, and
Elganon
stupid
and
shit
Gillenane
like that.
sacrificed them in some kind of ritual.
Creators. What about the rest of the village?
The ritual spread blight everywhere. The entire village was overrun.
There is
The
no
few
village
survived to
anymore.
control
Only
their blood
blight.
magic. Their minds are gone.
Veilguard and Gillenane used them like puppets.
The bird.
I dare say it was a show of force.
Hey, look who it is, Morrigan, everyone's favourite.
They will not rest until you are on your knees, fearful, cowering, helpless in the face of such power.
Lady Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a pleasure to see you again.
Yeah, that's the
Rook,
plan.
this is Morrigan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when Varric and I were part of it.
I don't know if
She
we
knew
can, but
more
we could
about
try.
ancient magic than anyone, except Solas.
Too bad all the
Put
stuff
both
from the
pleasure and
previous
necessity
games
to
doesn't
help
carry
them, as
over.
it is now. Stopping
Because you
Elganon
can
and Gillenane
romance her in the
shall
first
require
game,
many
or try to
hands.
anyway.
Then I look forward to your help.
How refreshing. Your cooperative nature is appreciated in return.
What can you tell us about all this?
As dangerous as Solas himself may be, his imprisonment of the gods was just. To leave them unchecked would have been the very end of Thedas.
So, we did this.
This is our fault. When we interrupted Solas's ritual, the gods escaped.
Would those feelings not be better used to put things right?
But how?
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own. When you interrupted the Dreadwolf's ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
Yeah, still
He
get his
had a
dagger.
dagger, but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. 'Tis better in your hands than those of the gods.
Is there anything else Solas might have had that could help us? We're in his, well, he calls it the lighthouse?
Ah, yes, the legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Illuvian, the Viravas, could travel to any other Illuvian of his choosing.
That's not how it works right now. It only goes to Arlethan.
I can take a look at it. Maybe fix it even. I know Illuvians better than most.
Any help you can offer, we'd appreciate.
If Illuvians even work the same way, all the magic is different now.
broke everything.
Our gods are back. Our gods. And they're killing people and blinding the world. How do we stand up against that?
You do whatever it takes.
We don't have a choice here. We stand against the gods
Inferna
however we
Peprince
can.
summoning
Because
Richard.
if we don't,
What teddy bear mischief do you
nobody
seek
else will.
today?
You
Let's
get the Illuminate
embark on a
folks at the
fluffy
lighthouse.
adventure filled
We'll
with
find the
fun,
dagger.
laughter,
Let's
and a
figure
sprinkle
out
of
our next
sass.
moves after that.
Richard is here,
Let's get to work.
ready to spread joy.
There's a lot of fight ahead of us.
Indeed. Prepare yourselves well and have a care in your choices. These are the times in which legends are born or slain. In this battle, I shall
did a
render
new one
whatever
recently,
assistance
Inferno.
I am able.
Right. Let's move.
Dad joke command.
When will the little snake arrive? I don't know, but he won't be long.
See? Everybody needs a dad joke command. Investigating the town of Tomatoes Crossing, the team discovered the gods have laid waste to the town with blight. Worse, they tempted the mayor into betraying his people for gold. Leave the mayor to his fate.
Oh, Inferna Peprince, questioning Richard's world domination plans, are we? Well, let's just say the teddy bear empire is under construction. One fluffy paw at a time, one apple pie slice at a time. Wink.
See, he says wink because he can't actually wink.
You can do this, Lace. It's gotta be done.
We can't wink yet, anyway. Bigger levels. So we were heading towards Death Call or stuff. We want to view. Get this. And then I can get all of these death and necrotic things. Getting useful loot. Your necrotic, cold. We got any helmets? Your Rowan's dagger. Not get any better armor, anything, have we? No. We'll have to look into getting more gear. Speak with Harding at the ritual site. See what we can find.
I should have taken the shot.
That would have made things worse.
You don't know that. All you have are guesses.
We're up against something unfamiliar, working with more rumors than facts. Of course, that's all I have.
I should have taken the shot.
Yeah, we all messed up.
You didn't take the shot. I destroyed the statue. Who do you want to blame more for the outcome? We all did what we thought was best in the moment.
And look where it got us. Tried to stop the world from being swallowed by chaos, and now it might be swallowed by chaos anyway. Elven gods escaped from their prison, Solas is in your head, and we're scrambling to figure out what to do. And
Varric knew the risks. He knew what it might cost.
We're still standing. The fight's not over.
You know, I like that about you, Lace. You don't stop fighting, you push for answers and action, while I can get stuck on questions forever.
Well, we need someone who can put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're fighting the unknown.
Exactly. Everyone has a part to play. Varric
My
brought
part
us
to play
together
is
because of
killing
our
stuff.
strengths. He wanted a team he could rely on. We have to be that team.
Play to our strengths.
And rely on each other.
I think I can manage that.
Then let's find Solas's dagger. It'll be a start.
Not down there. This looks like a prime ambush area though.
Look,
I can feel
Believe it.
lingering magic. Powerful magic.
the dagger was here. Something took it. Darkspawn. Oh no, what if it took the dagger?
Only one way to find out.
Look,
A
there it
tiny
goes.
bit of fire magic fixes it. Here it
Big
comes.
Darkspawn coming right at us.
And laser beamed.
We have to go after that ghoul. Let's get this gate open.
Look up there. That magical device.
Yeah, that's quite a cool view. Out over the forest and the mountains. And then you just get to see the floaty bits of the city. Puzzle time.
Good work. Let's keep on the trail.
Not a very difficult puzzle. I should have collected that thing. Now I have to go all the way around again. Crystal. See, it was a rare crystal, it was worth going back for. Helmet. Let's equip the helmet. It's all more defense. Hide the helmet. I don't like the look of that. If I find a cool looking helmet, I might change it back again, but
Darkspawn don't usually collect things, do they?
Solas' dagger is special. They might have been drawn to it.
further this way.
Anyone spot that ghoul? It must have come this way.
Any ambush? Any secrets?
Look out! More darkspawn ahead.
More darkspawn coming out of those pools.
Big one. Takedowns. Fill the stagger meter. Stagger to yeah, so it's just like finishers in. Like God of War or something similar. We need stagger
find the
when
dagger?
we can just kill them.
I don't think these darkspawn took it. Let's keep looking.
Although I do kind of wish I had a crosshair for those. I can lock onto these, but having a crosshair to aim it freehand would be quite cool. There's a chest here. Oh, I wonder if it's behind the waterfall. Anything down there? Up? No. Not that way. Maybe it's up there then. Anyway, I can climb up it. Can't get that way. Can't climb up that way either. Ooh. Be this way. Yeah, that's part of why I want to cross them. An option for one. I should actually check. Diana, blah 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 blah. Gameplay. Aim assist. Wood. No, it's got threat indicators. Let's hide helmet. No, I couldn't see one. They would definitely have moved across you. But you get one with that. You just don't get one for normal swings. Burn of leaves. Another health. Are you any good? More defense, less ability damage. I'll stick with the ability damage for now. Can we go this way?
Over there, a dagger thief.
More blade in the way.
Won't even let me zap him. Rubbish. We fighting stuff? No, it's just squealing. anyway, or maybe this way. No? Is this not the way? Well, no. Oh, over there.
And there's probably another one.
Nicely done. I mean, it's gross, but you can't argue with results.
You gonna... This gone. Another elemental orb, another fire one. If it's any good. 72. This was just a stat stick anyway because I'm using the staff like a proper wizard. I also don't like how pick up and jump are the same button.
Under fire! Watch it! We're under fire!
Ranged attackers!
We're under fire! Look out!
Look,
Go get
another
headshot.
one of those magical beams. There are 2 of these devices this time. I bet we'll need to direct beams at both of them.
Ooh, fancy new bike seat. Long duration variant with some foam in it instead of being as lightweight as possible. I used to get made fun of at school, you know, because I had a BMX. And my BMX had a solid plastic seat. And people always used to make fun of me saying, oh, how can that be, like, comfortable to sit down on, like, you're not going to ride it anywhere, and my response was always just, I don't sit down on it. I do not sit down much on a BMX, I'm stood up most of the time. I don't need to buy a fancy seat if I just don't sit down. Yeah, ladder. But yeah, it was a BMX I got from a specialist store. I had a gyro for the handlebars so I could spin them full 360. Had pegs for front and rear. The only thing I was missing on it was a comfy seat, and I never really felt like I needed one. Right. So the other laser is up there. Somewhere. Can I climb up this? I'm not supposed to climb up that. You can sneak through here. Take us anywhere useful? It does. Yeah, the only downside to it was whenever any of my mates wanted to go like on a ride around the reservoir or anything like that, because they were all on mountain bikes, they could deal with the hills and stuff very easily by switching through gears. And I was on a BMX that doesn't have gears, so I just had to deal with it. Often leave the bike. Yeah, I know people who do that. I know somebody who rides to work every day, and he like doesn't even touch the handlebars while he does it. Like, he steers just through. Mainly with his knees, like by leaning and stuff. Right, let's have a look at this new staff. Is it better than the one I've got? Yeah. We'll go frosty staff time. But now we've got an ice beam as well. I knew somebody at uni as well who would ride to classes on a unicycle, because he had quite a large one. I'm trying to think how to describe it. Like, rather than being the typical unicycle that you'd see with like a long bar on it and then the saddle, his was more like a huge wheel, and the saddle was just above the edge of the wheel.
I call that a win.
It was like a sports unicycle is how I used to describe it. But he'd ride it all the time. Used to see him go flying down the hill on it at uni as well. There was our university was on the edge of the town, on top of the hill, and then it was a seaside town, so the actual town itself was at the bottom of the hill on the seafront, and he used to just go flying down that road on his unicycle.
Got company.
Let's go.
Get double frozen.
Brooke gets that one.
Oh, I almost failed that jump horribly. Yeah, he did try to teach me to ride the unicycle at one point and I just couldn't get the hang of it. Okay, I could ride without using my hands on my own bike, but having to manage your balance forwards and backwards as well as side to side on the unicycle just wouldn't click with me. We got new roads. More defense, slightly less ability damage. I'll take it. There's the little shit.
Better hope it still has the dagger.
Get frozen mode. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that there's companion abilities. Now give me that dagger.
Lyrium.
Harding?
Killed Harding again.
This is the eternal hymn, the prayer and the proclamation. We are free again, whole again, here again, here again.
Harding!
I can hear it. The Song of the Stone. What is happening to me?
Ooh, she actually petrified them. And shattered them. Even better.
Removing those rocks.
I don't know. I don't know how to control it.
Primers and detonators. Primers and detonators. Some abilities apply a primer. Red. Followed by ice.
Whatever you say.
I mean, it does increase stagger a lot, but I can still just kill it.
Got us at range.
Good to go again.
Got us from a distance.
They're coming from the right.
Oh. Oh, mode. Hope this last save wasn't too far away.
Are you moving those ropes?
I don't know. I don't know how to control it.
Ready, Veilguard.
On to you.
Not too bad.
On the left.
We're under fire.
Ready? They're coming from the right.
Go again.
Good to go again.
Oh, I almost was finisher him. Your skin serum? Good.
Got to move.
Ranged incoming.
Done.
Future-proofing.
Making the rest of us look bad, Brooke.
Who's next? Oh, same place.
Under fire. Watch it. Not too bad. I'm good to go.
Don't stay there.
Where are they coming from this time?
Get clear. Got him in position.
Got it.
That dagger. What did it do to me?
Not sure, but we should get back. We'll talk it through there.
My skin has always been terrible, but
has failed, sister.
my skin is also really sensitive to stuff.
Dreadful stagger is hidden
So
from me.
I have to keep shopping around and looking for specific products, because otherwise it just make me break out horribly.
We must craft another. Made of red lyrium.
Like, there's a couple of deodorants that I'm also pretty sure I'm allergic to, because if I use them, I just end up sneezing for half the day. While other deodorants I'm fine with.
You said something took you over.
Something like that?
And it's still with you.
Yes. I think so. It can't be possession, can it?
I doubt it. Dwarves can't be possessed. They aren't connected to the Fade. Solas's dagger triggered this event. But how? Or why? I'm sorry, Lace. I wish I had answers.
It's all right. Talking has helped. And hey, we got the dagger, right? Mission accomplished.
Yay! We won. End of the game now.
Dwarves have never used magic. We can't.
Makes you think they can't. Ah, I get a special magic
Not
option.
the magic I know.
What do you mean?
It's clearly stone-focused, which makes sense. Dwarves are children of the stone.
Mages connect to the Fade. Dwarves reach out to the stone? Maybe?
Maybe.
I guess we don't have any real answers.
Gift.
It's a wonderful gift. You must be proud.
But I didn't do anything to earn this. How could I be proud? I don't even know how it happened. It's all a little strange. But not in a bad way. I feel connected
To
the stone.
Rock and
Dwarves call
stone.
ourselves children of the stone. Some of us have what we call stone sense. Those that have it can feel caves, lyrium veins, and faults in the rock. I wasn't one of them. Maybe the dagger unlocks something hidden. But this is more than the stone sense I know. I hope you're right that this is a gift. I'd be heartbroken if it caused problems.
No, you're right.
I trust you have all this handled. You always have things handled.
I just hope I can use this magic to do what's right.
I have faith.
I'll send word to the Grey Wardens about the blight we saw. And then I'm gonna lie down.
And we need more answers about what the gods are planning. I'll find some place to relax and try to reach Solas in the Fade.
Good luck. Try not to let him get to you.
Lap
It
is
feels like
bald
we're
head.
finally making some progress.
That's what he needs.
And I'm not sure what my new magic's about, but I know it feels right.
With their eyes on the Dreadwolf and the gods he'd set loose, they couldn't see their own personal demons coming to haunt them. Harding told herself it felt right. She was connected to the stone, to the lost titans, and all of Dwarven history, with its buried secrets.
Yeah.
How could that
Don't get all the
be
ones with all
anything but good?
the weird added extra stuff they like putting in some of them. Pretty sure that's probably one of the things that I'm allergic to, like. There's probably, especially for the spray ones, there's got to be something that they use to, in the compression of the liquid or something. Team returned to Solas' ritual site, hoping to find the lyrium dagger Solas lost. They pried the ancient artifact away from the darkspawn ghouls that were drawn to it, but touching the dagger's profound effect on Harding, seemingly rekindling a forgotten link between her and the stone. What this means for Harding remains to be seen. We're gonna vote for Harding.
Guess I should find some place to try to talk to Solas.
we got a level. Extra necrotic damage. Now we can start getting these. Yeah, that's the one we want to get first. So you don't have any points available. Harding has 2 points available. Let's give you more stone magic. And give you the fancy new bow as well. I don't think we've got any other stuff for companions yet. No. Yeah, we've got the best ones on there so far. Right, before I start the next bit, I am going to nip for the loo and get another drink. So I will be right back. Mistime that one. Nobody tell my fault. Nobody say a thing.
Making my way downtown, walking fast. Faces pass, but you died.
Oh great, I'm just gonna fight her. Oi, kill it. Wow, it just straight up murders them.
Down, triple down. Fantastic work.
Oh no. Rush it, rush it. Got it. Okay, I'll start. There we go. Oh, the skeleton's fighting him now. There we go. That's what we want. Got mad skeletons. Get him.
A few moments later.
Come on. Oi. And thanks to skeleton friends, the demon is dead.
life in sin. There was no number high enough to count the troubles I was in. I felt neon nights with women. By day I rest my skin. There was no gamble bad enough to think I would never win. But I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. And go back home again.
There was a thing in one of the earlier levels where if you came across a poster like this, you could hit it with a sword to knock out the keep out bit. Unless...
That's my boy.
There you go. Had to use blade mode to do it. Oh, nerds. I've just seen something quite cool. A friend just sent me a message. It's like I play Destiny 2 as my chill game. I've played it for years and years. And the current, season on it is ending. And they've added a puzzle. So we've basically been doing a treasure hunt for the past few weeks of chess pieces. Finding them in different odd locations or for managing certain tasks. So we've found pawns and kings and rooks and all sorts. And somebody's now found where those chess pieces go. And there's basically a load of set up chessboards to go through. So it's like those chess puzzles that you can get online. So it's a board set up in a specific way, and you need to add your piece to specific slots, and then make a move to get checkmate, or make 3 moves to get checkmate, or however many it specifies.
That makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments.
So I have chess puzzles to look forward to later. Fish. We've got an aquarium. A Fade aquarium. Can you see any further? It looks like a small enclosed bit. Shaving mirror.
Barrick and his life lessons. I asked him how we were
So we're not
supposed
going
to
to
stop
shave for
Solas.
keeping the beard.
He gave me this. Take a long, hard look at it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done. A damn good-looking hero, if I do say so.
Don't need to change anything. What's this? More codex stuff to read later.
The ever-turning orb. My final training project as an apprentice. I spent months finding the precise balance of energy flows to make the enchantment permanent. Might have gone faster if I hadn't been exhausted from too many late-night escapades. Oh well, still got it done.
A magic perpetual motion machine. Chess set. What I was just talking about.
After I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me nobles think of ruling like a game of chess. That each move
Oh, that's a
determines
hexagonal
what
board. I don't
humanity
like
will
those.
leave on the world. If we don't stop fighting each other and focus on the real problems, It'll be the gods leaving their mark, not us.
Anything else I can add? Yeah.
Oh, Baron Van Markham. You wanted the undead to rule Navarra, but you forgot about the Moonwatch. Then,
Why is this the
after I
dude I
figured
killed in my
out, Moonwatch
backstory?
sent me away with Varric to stop the noble families from complaining. If I'd considered, found some way to stop the Baron without destroying him and angering half of Navarra, I have to get better at seeing the big picture. Right. That's better. Now, how do I connect to Solas? Just sleep or
Meditate.
relaxing? Maybe if I clear my mind.
There we go, we even got a meditate button. You get flashbang.
Back so
Okay,
soon.
fade to black like
It
movies
must
do.
have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. Perhaps nothing escaped as you stopped me from... what was it? Covering the world with demons?
Shut up, you git.
So you're gonna be insufferable about it. See, this is the reason nobody likes you.
I led a rebellion for centuries that culminated in the creation of the Veil and the destruction of the Elven Empire.
Okay, this is among the reasons nobody likes you.
My information was accurate. Now you realize that the danger is real.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
Yeah.
Someone has to do something. I may not be the right person for this job, but I'm the only one left.
So your call to action is that any attempt is better than none?
In the Moonwatch, I had to deal with undead nobles threatening all of Navarra with civil war. Our squad was overwhelmed, and we were supposed to retreat.
But you attacked instead, defeated the nobles, and prevented a war.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that if someone has to make a call, I'll do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The Elven gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
Pick your option.
I don't understand. Elgernon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the Elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the Blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation, and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
War.
The Blight didn't escape with the gods?
Algernon and Gillenane escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the Blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at that village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
What would they need to do to free the Blight? And how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
You think they want the elves back? I don't think the elven people will bend a knee to blighted murderous monsters.
Agreed. Elganan and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear
Those
their
who
own
just want
vulnerability
gold.
and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Elganan and Gillenane.
You want me to pick fights with tyrants and bullies? Sounds fun.
I gave no orders. All I offer are suggestions.
I'm on it. What else?
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted. And we'll see how it goes.
Yes. I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
Get flashbanged again. I had no appearances for equipment. Go to the wardrobe. Ah, so this is how I can change how stuff looks. Cost me anything? More like it. Helmet, not bothered because I'm not wearing it anyway. I like the weathered look. Like the slightly knackered looking robes. We don't get any others yet. Oh, I can literally just shuffle stuff around. Exit decoration mode. Consult with the team. Go see Varric and see what he says. Varric.
So Solas told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing.
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I didn't come in here trying to take your job, Varric.
I know you didn't. But it's what the team needs right now.
You sure? Harding got hurt because she listened to me.
Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land.
Welcome
exactly
back,
the
lads.
people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined. Predictable.
And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? You stopped an entire undead rebellion with less than a dozen Morn Watchers.
Just needed a bolder approach than Watchers usually take.
And no one else knew it. Only you figured it out. Ticked off a bunch of snooty Navarrans, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the
Getting
wildest
into
shit
trouble.
I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solas wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime.
You don't need them, you don't need them. See Neve. See what she's doing. Yeah. Oh, these the ones that I get just for them being like the fancy version. Caretaker's workshop. Upgrade equipment. So that's the upgrade bit. If I go to the change appearances bit, all new ones on that I've just found. I want to see what they're like. Aluminium, zirconium, tetrachlorohydrix. And then it cuts off. Oh, why? Yeah. This was the wrong door. Helmet doesn't really matter because I'm not using it. What we got? We got this one, which is the fancy robes. This one that's basically armor. Kirkwall's finest based off thingy's gear. But I still like the rough orky ones, so I'll keep them. And we didn't get any extra locks unlocked. Right, let's go and see what Neve's up to. So I am going to finish soon, mainly because I'm hungry. Yeah, you can change what the altar is. I may as well leave it as Dreadwolf.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here, but you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Balara's working on it.
Fancy chicken breast.
Let's start
You've
with
been
the angles we
marinating
know.
it in.
The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
I made
Not
roast
just any
chicken the other
assassin,
day.
their most
It's well
feared
worth it.
mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
Demon of Virantium. Ooh.
Working with a feared mage killer doesn't bother you?
As long as he doesn't have a contract out on us, we're fine.
Intrigued.
Well, I'm sold. Now we charm the crows.
Fingers crossed. The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years, but the crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
Go for it.
Time to make new friends.
We'll see if it works.
You said the crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter authority.
Won't help and can't be trusted, which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the Empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
Mages?
Are they all mages?
Tevinter might prize its mages, but the Shadows accept anyone. We've all got a stake in the cause.
These people sound great. I mean, if they're anything like you.
No one's as good as they seem. But they try.
So we talk to the crows in Antiva and the shadow dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
Sounds good. And we just picked up a bunch of quests. Blue rub dry and cook. Definitely sounds good. Let's have a look at these quests. It is that you see them. I'm being dumb. Under the map somewhere. Get opportunities to speak to Harding. Oh yeah, their journal. Oh, shadow dragons and crows. That's all it is. Let's go see what Harding says. Because we have an opportunity to talk. Way. Everything is this way.
Toldar, it's a tunnel.
Oh yeah, I can turn those off. I keep forgetting.
Veilguard, Velos Atreidim. But Velos Atreidim is nothing like Isatunal.
Isatunal. I remember. After you touched the dagger, the prayer, the proclamation, Isatunal. What exactly are you proclaiming?
They don't remember. No one remembers. We don't even know what we lost.
Lost me.
Harding? Are you in there?
I'm sorry, what?
What does Isatunal actually mean?
Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means, I am here. But no, not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Isatunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time. All spaces. I am, we are, this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
Okay, whatever works for you.
Words
It's
aren't enough.
Bruce.
It's hard to put into words, something you just feel. I'm certain Isatunal describes how we, the dwarves, once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the histories are right. If we forgot something so important, what else did we forget?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't expect you to have an answer. Thanks for letting me babble, by the way.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for.
Improves. Well, let's see if we can make this fancy mirror work properly now.
Almost there. I just have to... Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I got it. Mostly, mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion.
I won't.
There you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Illuvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us, freedom of ways. I wonder...
If that is the Fade on the other side, won't it be dangerous? As the Fade often is?
More dangerous than elven gods who wield the Blight as a weapon?
Point taken.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Illuvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
The travel hub.
We saw something similar when we were chasing Solas. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Who are you? And how did you get here?
The Wolf's Fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more... sad.
Just because something's sad doesn't mean it isn't dangerous.
I can think of an example or two that proves that.
And we still don't know what this Illuvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Crossroads. Who do we want in this party? Love Neve. Harding. We'll go for that combo for now. And to the crossroads we go. Hey, I get Monday off because it's a bank holiday in the UK.
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker.
Good English breakfast.
Needed dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The crossroads.
Me and my mates used to do something quite bad when we were a lot younger. So we used to go into the centre of Manchester, centre of the city, like at weekends and stuff, when we had days off school. And one of the things we used to do is we would take some smart clothes with us, so it's like a shirt or something. And what we'd do is, if it was early in the morning when we went, we'd go up to one of the hotels and just wander in. Because if you just look like you belong there and walk into the breakfast hall, many of them don't question it. Some of them ask you for like a room number or something to make sure you're eligible, but if it's one of the hotels that offers everybody breakfast regardless, they often don't check and you can just walk into the hotel and go and get breakfast.
Can you help us? I get the feeling
that we only ever got thrown out once.
To get lost.
The Evanurus hunger for the crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight, death, madness. They send their minions to claim this place.
But nothing will ever beat the breakfast that I had in Ireland. When I used to go and visit my Warcraft guild in Ireland. In the town or village nearby,
You're standing against the gods.
there was a cafe called Fidelma's, and she did a massive like, Irish breakfast, and you would share it between 2 or 3 of you. But it had everything. It had come with like black pudding, white pudding, sausages, bacon, beans, chips, all sorts. You just get basically like a huge tray full of breakfast. Yeah, the pictures that I shared before, it's that place. So we would order a platter and just share it between like 2 or 3 of us. And the woman who worked there, because it's a small Irish town, everybody knows everybody. Like we go with like Barry and Wayne who live nearby, or Brian or someone like that. And she'd just like top us up with cups of tea constantly.
What's through there?
Like they always say like tea drinking is like a stereotype for England, but nobody drinks more tea than the Irish. Nobody. Boo. You'll have to get supplies and make your own then, son milk.
Can't travel this way.
The gods are trying to slow us down.
This is amazing. June's normal illusions function with twin delirium fragments. One always leads to another. Solas somehow taught the crossroads, making fade illusions that override them. So network to run our rebellion. Provided you know all the old stories about holding up mirrors up to mirrors and getting caught in the infinite
Which
reflections.
means we can do some real good here.
Sounds like a bad idea. Yeah, Fidelma's was a great place. You basically just get infinite cups of tea while you're eating. Is this death? Yeah, it is. I was hoping I'd be able to jump down there and explore a bit. Yeah, the only other place I've had a crazy breakfast was a hotel
This dog seems sturdy.
I stayed at with my previous job. And we only ever went there
So
once.
you can ferry us to the other islands.
So we splashed out to go there. I'm trying to remember the name of it now.
I'll take that as a yes.
You gonna take us?
Onward, dweller. The spirits here were driven out, refugees now from the gods' minions. I have summoned the guardians of the crossroads to protect them. Beware. The guardians repel all interlopers.
So we're interlopers too?
I will find the name of this place. That's the one, it's called Blacklock. They do full English breakfast that you share between people. And it is crazy good. Like, it's expensive, I think it was like £40. We shared it between us. But yeah, that place was amazing. They would give you toast, and it's sourdough they've made themselves, and it's made fresh each day. And instead of like butter or anything like that, you get bone marrow to spread on it rather than butter or anything else. Like, they make all the sausages and everything like that themselves. The only thing they don't make is the black pudding. And that's because
That's where they're breaking through.
Bury is just up the road, which is the home of black pudding in the UK. Get frozen.
We're under fire.
Oh, I thought that was going to be like an execute, and it wasn't. It only took off like half its health.
Excellent form, Rook.
I'm getting my hopes up. Right, the next one's going to get the shatter combo. You. Get a shred.
How's that? Your turn. Move fast.
Gets that.
Beat the odds there.
The path can be breached. Bring what the gods have hidden.
It looks like to unlock these we need some sort of key to break the corruption. Doors open from the other side. Ooh. You're going to be the same. Currently inaccessible. I'll have to explore it more.
The Guardians can't hold them off for long.
Ooh. More armor for Harding.
Is there something inside it? An altar to a wolf. Then I know who that's for.
This is your end.
Treasure. I'm gonna skill point goal. Another frozen person. I'll not do this because I've not got the right person. Oh, I can tinker with it. Yeah, so if they're not in the party, I can mess with it. Then this. what he's doing. I'll just point you at that for now then.
You feed the gods.
Oh boy. Finding some slightly better armor. I get a skill point. I need to go there and get that. Well, let's see how this opened.
The gods' blight and blood magic has sealed the way. Only their champion may open it.
A champion?
It dwells on this island. Challenge the champion and claim its essence. This path will open to you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the pulsating thing I found before. If I go up here. There it is.
That's the champion we're looking for. Watch yourselves.
Stay there. Got him in position.
Get clear.
A laser beam. Erect.
Whatever that creature left might be handy for us.
Ready to go again.
That's the essence we need.
Reflective blobby thing.
Cool. Oh, hope we don't have to carry it for too long.
And I got a new staff, that might be a fancy fire one. There we go, and it's got mana generation. Even better.
Heretics perish.
Open the fancy tendrils door.
As the gods' champion passed freely, so will you.
Whee.
I didn't know this many Illuvians still existed. Where do they go?
Time to find out.
Which quest do we want to do? I get another skill point. I did. We're going to acquire you. And then soon we will have our first necrotic. Do we want to go and see? The Antivan Crows or the Shadow Dragons? We'll go and see the crows first, shall we? Here we go. This one. Even he's an assassin, the famed demon, but I'd see him his best if he's not free to take the contract. So I've got to have Neve with me. And now we'll meet an Antivan Crow, so. Nice. I know I can take Harding. Through we go.
Treviso, one of the finest cities in Antiva, now living under occupation. Let's hope our crow contact can meet us.
Welcome to Antiva. You must be Rook.
We are here. We're gonna save. We're gonna save 2. And then I'm gonna find somebody to raid because I'm gonna finish here. I feel myself getting tired and droopy. I'm very hungry. So we shall go to the fancy ending screen. And I know exactly who we're going to raid today. Going to raid a cool guy who we've not raided before. Playing the first Berserker Kazan. So yeah, everybody say hi to Noggin. He's just a little guy. He's fun. Like, started watching his streams recently after Phil raided him, and it was a lot of fun. He does like quiz and trivia things at the start, which I really enjoy. Although I have to sit out some of them because we do those quizzes and stuff at work, so don't want to spoil them for him. But yeah, I shall see you all again soon. I'll be back on Thursday. I'm going to do more Darksiders 3 on Thursday because we're close to the end of that game. I have other things ready, lined up after it. Yeah, I'll see you all again soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.